morning, everyone. So today we're going to be talking about the IT band. And for me as a dancer, I really struggled with my IT band getting too tight. So we're going to be talking about all the tips and tricks that I did to help my IT band, and let's get started. So I really struggled, for me as a dancer, with my IT band getting too tight. And I actually had to go to physical therapy for this because it got so tight that it was pulling on my knee and causing this friction and tension in my knee, creating a lot of pain so that I couldn't dance as freely as I wanted to. So for me, I started by going out to physical therapy, and they showed me some different stretches that really helped. So we're going to talk about some stretches here. One is a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, you can obviously buy this on Amazon, or at your local gym you might be able to find some foam rollers. But for me, I used this on the side, and then I just rolled it back and forth. And that really got that muscle stretched out a little bit more. If I wanted to get it a little bit more like into the trigger points and detailed spots, I could also use this tennis ball. And you can do a quick Google search and look up some trigger points for the outside of the knee pain, or trigger points for IT band, and you can put it along all of here, honestly, but there might be some specific little spots for you personally that are a little bit tighter, and I would suggest holding it on there. Try not to put too much weight on it while you're doing it, but hold it on there and just try to hold for 30 seconds if you can, and then move it, and 30 seconds if you can, and then move it, going all the way down to the knee and all the way up to that hip. I went to physical therapy, and I was having someone constantly massaging that part out for me. But a tennis ball is a really easy way that you can get massage free for yourself and do this yourself without someone else spending time to do it and you're paying them. So I really recommend getting a tennis ball to do that. If you want, you can also do a lacrosse ball. Some people bruise a little bit more easily with this, so don't do that if it doesn't work for you. But this is pretty extreme and hard, let me tell you. So really start with the foam roller, then go to the tennis ball, then you can work up to the lacrosse ball. But don't do it too much. Sometimes when we have a trigger point, if we put too much pressure on that trigger point, then it actually tightens up even more. You want just enough pressure on that trigger point to help it relax and to release, not to seize up. Think about what is best suited for you and your needs. Your IT bands might be a little bit too tight at the beginning to do something really hard on it. So be gentle with your body going into it. Remember, more is not always better. Okay, so the next stretch that I want to talk about is, if you are able, going into pretty much, okay, let's say you're in a split here, then going and bending this front leg and getting that stretch all along here and the glutes, and then you can lean down, okay, as much as you want, and cross this arm over, okay? So getting that good stretch. You can also put your leg up on some sort of ballet bar or table or something, whatever is good suited height for you. Bending this leg is a really good stretch for that IT band. Okay, so another treatment that you can have done for yourself if you go to people who have been certified in this is getting Graston done or Aston. Graston is done with a metal, I'm going to call it utensil, And A-stim is done with like a plastic utensil, and usually both create a little bit of inflammation almost as they are done to help promote healing, but it also helps stretch out the muscles. So let's say your IT band is here and they're scraping their utensil gently along your side to help release the tension that has been built up there. And this helps with the overall healing time. It helps people who they thought might have had like chronic conditions, Graston or A-stim, they have been seeing amazing results with injuries and just relaxing and releasing muscles, helping promote the healing again. So I recommend looking at someone who has been certified in those two areas, and you can get those done on the sides of your legs if you would like. Also, if you do have these two techniques done, I do recommend that you ice afterward. Icing will help decrease the inflammation that occurs after the use of Graston or A-stim. With regards to inflammation, icing is really extremely helpful, but also I recommend microcurrent. Microcurrent has been done for my IT bands in the past where they were extremely tight, and there was a certain frequency that this person who used the microcurrent originally on me, she actually had gloves of like the microcurrent going through her hands, and she would grab me in a certain area and she would grab it in motion. I think that was important too, because I was overusing the muscle rather than some of the other muscles that I was supposed to be using. So she did it in motion, let's say grabbing here with the microcurrent going through her hands with these gloves and relaxing it, and then would re-grab. I am not good at grabbing in particular with this, and she would grab kind of like with her thumb too. But really grabbing in there and then bending it down. You can do this for yourself, just grabbing it yourself and massaging it this way as well in motion. And that's gonna help relax that muscle, getting some of the other muscles to reactivate. But microcurrent helped relax the muscles also a little bit more, helped with the inflammation, promote the healing that I needed personally. So again, you can look at someone in your area who might do microcurrent, and that will also help with your process at trying to treat yourself and heal. Okay, so strength training is also important. Sometimes we have certain muscles that are stronger than others. So I bought this, it's an ankle weight. You can do ankle weights in 4 different directions. So when you have an IT band injury, it's important to start out using weights that are a little bit lighter and then increase it over time as you get stronger. So we're gonna lay down here and we're going to lift this leg up and down. Trying to hold our core is very important. Make sure that you're activating your quad as you do it and straightening your leg, and just lift up and do that 30 times. Then roll to the side and do it again 30 times. And then you can roll to your back, do it again 30 times, and then roll to the other side and again do it 30 times. Up and down. Very controlled. As I've talked about in some of my previous videos with injuries in the past, I think nutrition also is a key component to helping heal any injury. So if you are injured in your knee, make sure that you are getting rid of those unhealthy fats and replacing them with the healthy fats like avocado, coconut, whatever it might be that is healthy, getting those nutrients into your body to help promote the healing. A verse of encouragement for you today comes from 1 John 5:14, and this is the confidence that we have toward him, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you back for more. Bye!